Eric's homework. Once upon a time, in a quaint little town, lived a curious and mischievous 7-year-old boy named Eric. He had a best friend named Oliver, and the two were inseparable. They spent their days playing in the park, exploring the woods, and sharing secrets. But there was one thing Eric had a weakness for: he loved copying Oliver's homework. At first, it seemed harmless. Oliver was diligent and always completed his assignments on time, so Eric thought, why not make my life a bit easier? He'd sneak a peek at Oliver's homework during recess and quickly jot down the answers, thinking he was being clever. Weeks went by, and Eric's grades started to decline. He didn't understand why, since he had been copying all the right answers. Frustrated, he confided in Oliver, who had a knowing smile on his face. "Eric, you can't just copy my homework all the time," Oliver said gently. "You need to learn and understand the material. That's the only way to really succeed." Eric pouted, feeling embarrassed. He had thought he was being clever, but now he realized he was only cheating himself. With Oliver's encouragement, he decided to turn things around. From that day on, Eric dedicated himself to his studies. He listened attentively in class, asked questions when he was confused, and spent extra time practicing the lessons. At first, it was hard work and a bit overwhelming, but he was determined to prove himself. As the weeks passed, Eric's hard work began to pay off. His grades gradually improved, and he started feeling a sense of accomplishment that he had never experienced before. He began to understand the joy of learning and the pride that came from doing things on his own. One day, the teacher announced a challenging assignment that required creativity and critical thinking. Eric's initial instinct was to ask Oliver for help, but he stopped himself. He knew he had to tackle this on his own. He brainstormed ideas, researched, and put in extra effort. When he finally presented his project to the class, he felt a surge of confidence and satisfaction. To his surprise, his classmates and even the teacher were impressed by his work. Eric beamed with pride, knowing that this achievement was entirely his own. From that moment forward, Eric continued to embrace learning with enthusiasm. He and Oliver remained best friends, supporting each other in their studies and adventures. Eric learned the valuable lesson that true success came from hard work, determination, and a willingness to learn from his mistakes. As the years went by, Eric's dedication to his studies led him to excel not only academically but in various aspects of his life. He became a role model for his peers, inspiring them to take ownership of their education and strive for their best. And so, the once mischievous boy who liked to copy his friends' homework transformed into a young man who understood the importance of effort, growth, and the satisfaction of achieving something through his own endeavors.